Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the Back Office Teardown Lab, and a Merry Christmas to you one and all. Today I have this in my hands, which is the wonderful iPhone X clone. iPhone X compatible. No, it's not actually even compatible. It's definitely a clone though. And this was sent to me by a good friend, and he was in China recently and saw this and said, this is £100 or so. Andrew's bound to get a little kick out of this. So that's what this is. And I'm going to show you the box. I've never seen an iPhone X, nor have I seen an iPhone X box. So I'm just going to go through the quick external features of the box in case you've got one and you can compare it. So that's the side, iPhone, top Apple logo, iPhone, Apple logo. I mean, this is reminiscent of the sort of packaging that Apple's used in the past, because I've had iPods and stuff, so I know kind of how Apple is. Let's have a look at the specs. 256 gigabytes, iPhone X earpods with lightning connector, lightning to headphone jack adapter, lightning to USB cable and USB power adapter, support CDMA, GSM, blah 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 blah. And I'm guessing that's pretty much a copy of whatever it is Apple puts on there. And then there's a code. Let's show you the sort of QR code thing, in case you've got something that can read it. That's the QR code thing they're using right there. And then on the bottom, and I'll just try to keep that nice and big so you can see again, you've got barcodes there. That's the part number, serial number, the IMEI, and iPhone X Space Grey, I'm guessing. And there's some serial numbers. I don't know if the IMEI are MEID, whatever it is, these codes actually match up or not anyway, internally. Probably not. So we'll just flip it open. I mean, it still opens a kind of Apple way. I'm pretty sure they've just copied the packaging in every way they can. So you got this bit here with a hole in the middle. Not sure what the hole in the middle is for. I guess that's where the ejection tool is, or should be. Maybe I don't have that. Maybe that's missing. And then you have a user guide, battery, hearing aid compatibility, avoid things. Again, pretty thin, flimsy paper, but no point of reference to me, so it could be good, could be bad. Face ID, home swipe up, ring silent switch. Basically, little instructions you get, and they probably, looking at this, should be all in there. So maybe that was all stuffed in there, and this has just been out of the box. You never know by the time it gets to you who's been handling it, manhandling it. But yeah, that would have probably been in that little pamphlet there. We'll put the phone aside for now. Just have a look at what the accessories. So you've got the little charger, and that does look very much how a lot of these Apple ones actually do look. And I'm just trying to read the writing. The writing is pretty bad. It says designed in Apple, California, but it's almost impossible to make it out. It's such a poor etching. But it's saying it's a 5 volts 1 amp out, which may or may not be the case. I'm suspecting it won't be the case. It's probably burn down your house. So these are your ear pods in inverted commas, but then when you turn them over, they look pretty much like wired headphones to me. In fact, I'm not sure I even want to get them out of the pack because it's going to destroy them. Yeah, they're just sort of standard wired headphones. I can see that. And there's a lightning wire. So that's the charging cable. In fact, I might, oh, I don't know. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Are these earpods? Let me figure this out. 1 second. These are too interesting not to take out now that they've sort of intrigued me enough. How does Apple do this? How are they supposed to do this? So it's an origami designed for you to destroy the packaging, I think, when you open it. Pop that side open. Okay. Oh, is it Velcro? It's definitely a bit of a sticky. There we go. Oh no, they are just wired headphones. So I don't know if that is what Apple have. I thought they were supposed to be wireless headphones, but that is a wired pair of headphones to a lightning jack right there. So I know nothing. I really am confused at this point. I am really confused because it's hard to know. It's hard to know without the original in your hand. what you're getting yourself into. So let's get that aside, and that's the lightning cable with the charger. So here's the phone itself. It's a bit grubby, so I think a few people have been handling it, including I had a quick look through the box, but there you go, it does shine up all right. Black phone. It's got the kind of Apple-y style thing on the end for, I think that's silent mode, but you can see focus, or maybe it won't focus today. There we go. It's probably having difficulty focusing on this glossy blackness, but you can just see in there there's a little bit of a red sticker or something, and you've got your, I'm guessing, volume up down. On the bottom you've got your lightning, again hard to focus on that, but you've got, looks like a SIM slot right here. Focus on this, focus on me. I'm just going to zoom out. Just trust me on that then. If you can't see it, it's there. SIM slot. Could be power. I'd say that's power if that was my OnePlus. That's where my OnePlus power is. I'm going to hold it down. Let's see if we can get some life into this thing. So far, nothing. Does this? Is this a keyboard lock? Let's try again. Nope. There you go. Ooh. So it's burst into life. Lice. I'm seeing some chromatic aberrations here on the corner, so I'm not particularly sure if it's a great screen or not. Probably not. Interesting, it does have this drawn on the screen, this little cutaway, which I think when you look on the box, the iPhone X is kind of right up to the sort of bezel here, so they had to make a cutaway for the headphone thing, the earpiece. So you can see here on the one on the right, it definitely doesn't have that, because it doesn't actually go all the way to the edges of the bezel. The edges of the bezel. Can't speak today. The vessel with the pestle is the brew. That's true. The more no, we're not gonna get anywhere. So I think we're going to probably jump cut because we're waiting for this thing to boot. We certainly can't see what Androidness is going on with it, but we'll leave this here. Come back in a moment. Well, it's been probably sitting here about 10 minutes now. Still no sign of life. My poor iPhoney. My iPhoney's not working. That's gutted. I'm gutted. That means we're not getting be able to share with you the excitement of seeing the amazing job they must have done with the software on this. I'll try holding the power down. Maybe I can get it through some Android style reboots, because I'm pretty sure it must be Android under the hood here. Try again. Holding down the volume and the power, I managed to get into factory mode, but unfortunately it's not in English, so this is going to be a tricky one. I'm going to go for one of these options near the bottom in case they were the ones which had something to do with rebooting and or resetting it, but it's just a sort of gamble really. In fact, what I might do, I'm going to give it a wipe so it's not so shiny. I get to show you the options because that's what you've got to deal with here. No idea what they are. And actually, whatever that one I've just chosen appears to have locked this out. After repeated attempts at this, I cannot get the bloody thing to work. So the only thing I could think you can do, and I've tried this, I've got the translator and I've translated the menu basically. It looks like, because it's a standard Android phone, you should be able to basically load on the standard firmware, and you have to find out who makes this, and there seems to be several manufacturers it could be. The idea is then you would plug in the unit, hold down certain buttons and get your PC to push a new firmware on there and hopefully get that working. So I'm not going to do that though, because frankly I value my time too much, but I'm just going to have a little look. Let's have a little eyeball on this just to see what we can see on it at least. So you have a camera here. There's no button anything. We've seen the sort of virtual cutaway here, so it's a standard LCD screen. You've got the switch on the side plus the two buttons plus the power, but that's pretty much it apart from the sort of whatever you're calling this port on the bottom by the speakers, the Thunderbird, Firebird, whatever port, and then the speaker grill. iPhone on the back and the logo. But this bit looks interesting because it looks like here there's an LED behind a sort of bit of frosting, and it appears that it might have two actual lenses. It's hard to quite tell. I mean, that one definitely is. The bottom one could be a fake, but maybe it is. Maybe it does. I don't know, like a telephoto and a zoom. Who knows? So yeah, I do apologise we couldn't go through that and see that working. It's a bit of a disappointment, isn't it? But that's what you get with these sorts of things. I probably would advise you not to buy one of these. I suspect they're not even good as a normal Android phone. A lot of things tend to have the sort of standard rock chip, bargain bin, floor sweeping sort of parts that you get from the other sort of phones that they've made. I suspect this would be no different. So festive greetings again to you. Have a lovely holiday and see you after the break. All the best.